And just like that, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's your boy 12 Kyle. This is the 12 Kyle podcast. And we got a co-host in. I mean, but he's really not a co-host. I mean, he's here all the time. My man Eclectik is in the building. E, what up, baby?
Yeah, what's up? It's me. I'm back. I'm on the show. Better than most. Like hot butter on my breakfast toast.
Man, I had to get you on. I was sitting here today messing around, not really working like I was supposed to be. And I was going through a discussion about things that are like when you're arguing or discussing. I don't want to say arguing, but a lot of times, especially in pop culture, when we talk about things being our favorites, and then sometimes things are our favorites, but they're not necessarily the best. So it got me to thinking about, what about if we just did a podcast just talking about some of the things, favorites versus the best? And I was like,
you gotta do that with us with people of a certain age,
of course,
because when you growing up, when we grew up, that's all we cared about was favorites. We didn't care about the best,
right?
Because for some reason we were wise enough to know there's no way to really tell what the best is.
Exactly.
So we only cared about the favorite. And not only did we only care about the favorite, we didn't want our favorites to be anybody else's favorite.
Exactly.
So if we knew someone's favorite was better than ours, we still didn't care. It was like, nah. And whoever called the favorite that we all kind of agreed was the best, we're like, damn, they got them. All right, well,
they belong to them. Yeah, you had to either pick somebody else or figure something else out.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do is get you on here, and I'm gonna for the folks listening at home. He doesn't have any clue as to what I'm going to throw at him, right?
Yeah, I have no. This is no prep. I have no idea why I'm here in the studio. I'm looking around. There's nobody in here. The lights are dim. There's no catering, no food,
no nothing.
They give me a bottle of water. They just set me in front of a microphone and say, "Hold up."
Yeah, right. And here's what we're gonna talk about. So he has no clue as to what we're gonna get into. So again, favorite versus best. So what we'll do, we'll bounce around. We'll do a little hip hop because me and E will talk hip hop.
Hip hop, real hip hop.
Exactly. We'll touch on a little R&B, maybe some food, athletes, sports. We'll dabble into a little bit of all of it, really. And like I said, E is a quick thinker, so he could tell you what it is or whatever. So, what should we say? You know what? Let's start with hip hop. Favorite MC.
Favorite MC.
And just for those, there's no wrong answers here.
Well, I mean, when you start giving me yours, it might be.
No, it won't be no wrong answers.
Now, see, MC is different because I'll do it like this. Favorite MC of the 80s would probably be LL. Favorite MC in the 90s would probably be like, I don't know, AZ, okay. Redman.
What about the 2000s?
What's that?
The 2000s, man.
LL, AZ, same motherfuckers.
Okay, so and you actually took it one step further because you broke it down by decades, which is a whole lot easier too as well.
And now look at this. Now because of the subject of the show, I say this. My favorite MC. Or my favorite, say for instance like this, my favorite rapper might have been KRS-One, but I highly endorse and recognize Rakim as the better lyricist rapper of that era.
Okay.
I am having a crisis of maybe he is 1A lyricist to Cool G Rap's 1B though. Because I don't think G-Rap gets enough things. I think that Criminal Minded is my favorite hip-hop album, but I think Paid in Full is the greatest hip hop album.
Okay. Now you guys see how he broke that down. So so you gave us your favorites from the 80s and the 90s, none from the 2000s. So who would you say is the best MC from the 80s?
All over, all around.
Just the best. The best.
James Todd Smith.
Okay. Who's the best MC from the 90s?
All around. 90s. All right, yeah, 90s, we give it to Esco.
Okay.
Yeah, we give it to Esco for the 90s.
Nobody from 2000s?
2000s, let's go with no, because all right. So what I'm thinking is when I think of 2000s, I'm thinking they had to make their debut in the 2000s.
No. It's just whoever dropped and had the shit in 2000.
Oh, okay. In that case,
whoever was the best, or whoever, if a 10-year-old came up to you and said, "Who was the best MC of the 2000s?" You give them what answer?
Now, when did Cash Money take over?
In the 99 in the 2000s.
That was when it. You know what? I'm probably the best person for the 2000s. So that's 2000 to 2010. It'll probably be old boy that's about to get a divorce.
Okay. That would be Kanye West. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you did that. Okay. So I'm gonna say MC, the best MC from the 80s.
No, you're a big Curtis Blow fan.
Yeah, you can't beat Curtis Blow. 80s, I'm gonna say Rakim. 90s, I'm gonna say Nas. 2000. I'll probably say, I probably have to go with Kanye.
I'm just still my answers. Now, what about your favorite shit? So,
favorite, I'm gonna go for, let's see, if we go the 80s, favorite MC from the 80s, I'm probably say Chuck D.
Whoa. We already know your 90s.
Favorite from the 90s, I gotta go Nas.
Your favorite from the 90s is Jay-Z. Stop playing around.
Look at me being a contrarian. Nah, favorite from the 90s, definitely Jay-Z.
Thank you.
Favorite from the 2000s, I'm probably gonna go. No, because Kendrick wasn't out then. I might have to go Kanye again. He might have been my favorite from the 2000s.
Now, my favorite from the 2000s is different. I said that Kanye was probably the best.
Okay, so who's your favorite from the 2000s?
My favorite in the 2000s is probably Sean Price.
Okay, rest in peace.
Yeah.
All right, so let's flip
it. The worst?
No. Let's flip it.
All right.
Who was the favorite versus the best rapper? And you can do 80s and 90s, or you can just do in general if you want to just keep it like that, however you want to do it. But favorite rapper. So it kind of lends back to the conversation that you and I had on another podcast that we did talking about lyricists, MCs, and rappers. So this one might be a little skewed for some people because E and I come from an era where we define MCs, lyricists, and rappers. So just because you are a great lyricist, you may not be a great rapper, and vice versa. So,
all right. Okay. 80s favorite and best is the same thing as LL.
Okay.
90s rapper. The best rapper of the 90s would probably be I'm trying to come up with somebody
And
somebody
you can use
better.
the same people if they're the
No,
same
no,
as
no, no,
before.
no. Because rapper is different.
Mm-hmm.
Rapper is totally different. Someone who does. You know what? The best rapper of the '90s might be. It's either like Tupac or DMX.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Something like that. Somebody that. No, you know what? No, because I'll give it to him. Nah, the best rapper of the '90s is probably Big.
Okay. Okay.
Because so when I want to explain to people when I'm thinking rapper, I'm thinking someone who obviously has music out, good music, would do a nice stage show, appeal to multiple audiences, and give you something that's more of a mainstream appeal. And if you look at DMX, that's what he did. If you look at Tupac, that's what he did. And if you look at Big, that's what he did. And I think that they all did the same type of thing, but Big was actually better than the other two. So I'll give it to Big.
Gotcha. 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 Okay. Did we do 2000s?
Does it, I mean Lil Wayne?
Of course.
Yeah,
Can't front on Wayne.
yeah, we give it that. We'll do
All
that.
right. So, all right. So we got that. We did the 90s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Okay. So for me, best rapper of the 80s, I'm going to go LL. Nah, let me take that back. Scratch that. Best rapper from the 80s, I'm going to go Scarface. Scarface. Best rapper from the 90s, I'm going to say, damn, I can't use him. I might have to go with Big too. 2000s, definitely Wayne. Definitely the best rapper.
Okay.
Um,
Let me just throw something out to you real quick. You realize Scarface did not have an album out in the '80s.
but he made his debut with the Ghetto Boys, and that's like really when I got on with Scarface. So I'm including all of that as far as like where I think of him at in that realm. So,
but but
there's no wrong answers.
but
Okay, so did we do? Okay, so okay.
The
So,
album was in '89.
hey man, Scarface, man.
How you the best rapper of the '80s and you only appeared on one album?
It goes back to what I was saying, like as far as like where you because like most of the other guys from
you was right.
Yeah, from the '80s, I recognize as lyricists. So
yeah, no wrong answers, man.
So,
I apologize.
So then did we do favorite? Okay, we just did favorites, right? No, we did best. So let's do favorites from the '80s, '90s, and the 2000s.
Yeah, like I said, the favorites and the best for the '80s is LL, so that matches.
Mm-hmm.
'90s, favorite probably Redman.
Okay.
And 2000s favorite is probably Doom.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, let's go with Doom.
Okay. Favorites from the '80s, I would probably say. Favorite rapper from the '80s, I would probably go.
Give it to the Ruler.
Nah, it's probably got to be LL. I mean, LL was on everything. It'd be a tie between LL. Well, no, it's LL. I ain't gonna make it a tie. '90s favorite was Big. 2000s favorite would probably be Fonte from Little Brother. Love Fonte. Mm-hmm. All right, so Next category. Let's go to. Let's take it to sports.
Okay, let's go.
Quarterbacks. Favorite quarterback, and we're not doing it by years. Favorite quarterback, best quarterback.
My favorite quarterback of all time.
Boomer Esiason.
Nah, he's not even in the top 10.
Norman.
Norm. My favorite quarterback of all time is probably Joe Montana. That's my favorite. I think the best quarterback of all time is I think it's Joe Montana. Now, yeah. Just edging out Marino and Brady.
Okay, that's fair enough. Favorite quarterback out of Morehead State, number 11 for the New York Football Giants, Phil Simms. Love Phil Simms. Best, in my opinion, is Dan Marino. Without question.
Can't argue that.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a step back. Let's go to running backs. Favorite and best. Favorite running back, the best running back.
Yeah, except for wide receiver, I have a different.
Well, we'll get there.
But running back, I think my favorite and the best are the same.
Okay, I'm trying
to think. Yeah, I never liked anybody more than Barry Sanders, and I think that he is also the best. Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling. I will echo those sentiments. Favorite is Barry Sanders. Love to watch him. In my opinion, the best. Got a HBCU, man. Little place called Jackson State. This dude by the name of Sweetness, Walter Payton for the Chicago Bears. I think he's the best running back I've ever seen. You mentioned wide receiver. Who's your favorite wide receiver versus the best wide receiver?
Oh, this is simple. The best wide receiver ever is Jerry Rice. My favorite wide receiver is Andre Rison.
Okay.
Andre Rison was a joy to watch.
Bad Moon Rising. I agree with you. Rice is the best. My favorite wide receiver, Randy Moss. Love Randy Moss, man. Especially coming out of college, man. That dude was incredible. Let's flip it over to the defensive side of the ball.
Now, before you flip it over to the defensive side of the ball, this is very important. Do you realize that for the career, Barry Sanders averaged 5 yards a carry?
Yeah. Without a fullback.
And a line.
And a quarterback.
and he was like 97. He averaged 6 yards a carry.
Yeah. He was unreal, man. He was much must-see TV. And it's criminal that they only went to the playoffs once and never sniffed the Super Bowl. Criminal.
He averaged 128 yards a game.
Yeah. When teams came to the stadium knowing that they were going to stop him.
That he was the only person.
Yeah.
It was all right. But anyway, go ahead.
They weren't trying to stop Eric Kramer. So on the defensive side of the ball, defensive backs, who's the favorite versus the best?
DB. The entire secondary?
Yeah.
Well, if it's the entire secondary, I'm going cornerback, and it's Deion Sanders and Deion Sanders.
I agree 1,000%. Yeah, it is Deion, hands down, favorite and the best. I mean, it's no question.
I think that Deion Sanders has a stake to the claim of greatest football player of all time. Like they give it to Jerry Rice. A lot of people give it to Jerry Rice. The reason why is Deion Sanders is, in my opinion, the best at being the only person who could single-handedly
speak on it,
win the game for you. He could decide the game because Deion Sanders could intercept the ball and run it back for the game winner.
Mm-hmm.
He could get the punt, run it back for the game winner. He could get the kickoff, run it back for the game winner. He could line up at wide receiver and catch the ball for the game winner.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of catching the ball at wide receiver for the game winner, all those other things, he doesn't need anybody for.
Right.
They have to kick off. He's back there. It's a wrap. If they throw to his side, he catches it. He goes back. It's a wrap. He doesn't need. He's the only person who could change the entire game by himself. Like everybody else, like, oh, they got a good sack, they got a fumble return. Yeah, you're right. But he has like 4 to 5 different ways he could affect a ball game.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just something I thought.
No, you're right. You're right. I agree 1,000%. Linebacker.
Oh, easy for me. What do you want first, the favorite or the greatest?
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Favorite begins with an F, so we go with first. And we go with that first. My favorite linebacker of all time,
Teddy Bruschi. Bill Romanowski.
I mean, Bill wasn't no joke.
Oh, he wasn't no joke.
My personal favorite is Derek Thomas, Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Yeah. The greatest is LT. Lawrence Taylor is the greatest of all time.
Facts. I echo those sentiments, man. The best linebacker to play, in my opinion, is the great Lawrence Taylor. I think he's in that same discussion, like you said, as far as greatest players to ever play in the NFL at any position. Little known fact, though, my favorite linebacker stood just a couple of feet away from him.
Oh, Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 53 for the New York Football Giants, Harry Carson. Pro Football Hall of Fame. He also happens to be my mother's youngest brother. Shout out to Uncle.
There's no Pepper Johnson, this guy.
The godfather of the Gatorade dunk. That's Harry Carson. All right, so let's go food.
Okay.
What's your favorite food? And it could be any kind of food. And what do you think is the best food for you?
Favorite is probably well, the first thing that came to mind is steak because I love steak. So, and then the second thing that came to mind is French fries because I can eat those every day for the rest of my life.
Yes.
But just in case people don't count it, they count it as a side and not as a food.
That's food. You eat it. It's food. And plus, it's your answers. Can't care what anybody thinks.
So it's steak and fries. I don't know. It's one of those two. Now, the fries, just to have fun with this, I'm gonna say steak is my favorite, but fries is the greatest. Before I came up with that, I was gonna say pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scratch that. So I'm gonna say steak is the best. I mean, steak is my favorite. Pizza is the greatest. And the reason why I say pizza is the greatest is because unlike most good foods, you will still eat a bad slice of pizza.
Mm. Yes.
You will eat. You will eat pizza hot.
Or
You will eat
cold.
pizza cold. You will eat it out the fridge. You will eat it sitting on the counter. So you are, so that is. I mean, you were like, man, frozen pizza is disgusting. But if that's what I got, nah, put that in there.
Right.
So so that's where I'm going. I'm going with that.
Yeah, pizza is one of those things, man, that you're gonna you really could eat it at any time of day or night. Like you might not eat a steak at 2 a.m., but you gonna you gonna eat some damn pizza at 2 a.m.
Yeah, and I couldn't do that with like fried. Like most people cold fries. I mean, you don't get those out of here.
My fries gotta be hot.
Or if they like your guns.
Well played.
So that's why I went with that.
Hey man, I was. It's funny because as I was coming up with this, I wasn't sure. Outside of Dion, I was pretty sure that we weren't gonna have two that were the same. But yeah, we agree on this, man. For me, favorite is fries. And the best is steak, man. You can't go wrong with a steak. I'm sorry. I mean, like any day, it doesn't matter. Weekend, whatever the case may be, nothing beats a good steak.
Yeah, and see the only reason. So the only thing the only reason why I pivoted to pizza is because now if all things are equal and you saying what is the best food when it's prepared the best, then it's steak.
Oh, it was.
But if we're just saying food, because you could turn a steak into a hockey puck.
This is true. Yeah, you could, and it's funny because like I remember at one point in time I was like, oh man, you can't mess up a steak. Yes, you can.
No,
you can. You shouldn't.
And you can also have it Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yuck. so at least pizza is like, man, the crust is a little, it's still pizza.
Right.
Let me eat it.
Exactly. Yeah, you ain't gonna do too much complaining. Animals. Favorite animal, the best animal.
I have a favorite everything. So coming up with the best is the toughest part here. I'm gonna go with the best animal is probably, I guess it gotta be the lion.
Okay.
I guess it gotta be. I guess.
I wasn't expecting that, but okay.
I guess they're the best animal. I mean,
King of the jungle. I mean, hey.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. I mean, they don't call the penguin the king of nothing. So
the penguin, king of shit.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody running from a turtle. Right. So I'm gonna go with that. But my favorite animal is koala.
Okay. So, did you ever? Something I never knew. I'm gonna ask you now. Did you ever own a pet growing up?
No, ill.
Okay. Wow.
I'm not taking care of something that's not me.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't. Your parents would, but
No, I would have had to. And I don't want it around me anyway. What do you eat? Stink and sheds.
Hey, man.
Might kill me. Nah, man, you don't get out of here.
A hamster. Or rabbit.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do with that, man?
Oh man, it's the both answers are the same for me. It's dog, man's best friend. I grew up with dogs, so ironically I don't have a dog now, but
dogs are whack.
I love dogs, man. Let's see. Whips, cars.
Oh my shit, a bullwhip?
No, cars. Best car, favorite car, and it doesn't necessarily be a car that you have.
Nah, I don't think I have the best or my favorite.
Right. No, I don't.
Nah, but I do love my car though. Let's see. Best car ever is probably something crazy. Probably best car though. Oh. All right, so this is why I pause, everyone. Currently, I drive a Tesla, and I now think that it's the best
Okay.
because
nothing wrong with that.
because not having to pump gas and worry about all kind of shit that you have to worry about with a car is alleviates your mind and your soul.
Mm-hmm.
So when I start thinking about, so that's my favorite. So when I start thinking about the best, and I'm like, well, the Mustang, this, that, and the third, the Shelby, and all these. I'm like, but yeah, you still gotta gas it up and and tune it up and transmission
Oh yeah.
this and that.
Change the
So
oil.
yeah, like ew, who does that anymore? Brokies. So so for the sake of this podcast episode, I'm going to say that my favorite is the Tesla Model 3, and the best is probably the Tesla Model S.
Okay. Okay. Nothing wrong with
So
that. Nothing
we'll
wrong with
go
that.
with that.
Those are good cars. I would say, my favorite car is the Range Rover.
Now, hold on. Before you finish, if you would have asked me this when I was in grade school, it would have been the Lamborghini from the Trapper Keeper.
No question. No question. Back in the day would have been like the Ferrari Testarossa.
Yeah.
So yeah, favorite is probably the Range Rover. I'm not really a fan of the body style now, but the last body style was dope. Best, I'll keep it simple. I'll go with a Benz. You can't go wrong with a Benz. So yeah, I'll go Range Rover and the Benz. Oh, this would be dope.
Come on.
Sneakers.
Oof.
Sneakers. Now this man that I'm talking to, he's got way more sneakers than everybody listening. So so his answer is gonna be interesting. Mine
It's
pretty simple.
advice. The greatest sneaker of all time is probably the Chicago Jordan 1. Now, my favorite sneaker. My favorite sneaker is probably. Oh, I got three in mind. So,
Oh shit.
I got three in mind. Let's go with. Damn, I love that toe. Let's go with the Jordan 2. I'm the only person that people don't shut off the podcast. Come back. I know everyone hates the Jordan 2, but I love the Jordan 2.
It's dope.
So that's where I'm going. I also love the Adidas forums, the forum lows. And you got it, the superstar, the Chucks, the first Iversons.
Yeah. Oh.
With the blue toe.
Oh, that was so cold.
Yeah, so it's wild, but for the sake of this, we're gonna keep it easy. By the way, cheap plug. I got a podcast called Fresh Pair of Sneakers. Go listen to it. Eclectic Discussion Podcast. So we're gonna go Jordan 1 and then Jordan 2.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, when you posted the picture of the Jordan 2s, that's when I texted you. I was like, yo, where did you get? Because they are nowhere to be found.
I did not know that they weren't on StockX.
They're not on StockX at all.
I felt great. I felt great.
And it was crazy. Like, and I'm just not no plug for StockX because you guys need to stop emailing me and I'll stop buying stuff. But yeah, I went on there, man, and those are the only ones that's on there that you can't find. Like you can't, and I'm pretty sure like if you went and did a Google search, you probably could find them, but they're probably probably asking probably for like 1,500 and your firstborn or something like that. So that ain't happening. I ain't got no money. Let's see. My favorite was the and it's tough. My favorite was the Air Hirachi.
Really?
That is the lightest sneaker I have. It felt like I was wearing feathers on my feet. It was, oh my God, I love those shoes, man. Yeah, when it first came out, the Air Hirachis. The best. I mean, you really could just toss a coin for the Jordans. I'll probably say the cement threes.
Ooh.
Love them joints, man. Love them. Okay. Gaming system. Favorite versus best. Gaming system.
I'm okay. I got it. What do you want first?
Either one.
That's no fun. All right.
Go with the best. Go with the best. Go with the best.
The best gaming system ever is the NES, the original NES. That is the best gaming system, period. My favorite is the Sega Genesis. That is my favorite. I used to house people on Madden, NBA Live, and FIFA, and NHL. Oh, Coach K. People didn't want to see me on Coach K.
Man,
nah.
I was so nasty on Coach K.
Sega Genesis for me.
Yeah, man, I agree. I agree with you. Sega Genesis is my favorite. The best, I gotta take it back to 1983. Atari 2600. Oh my God. Still to this day, the best Christmas gift I ever got in my life. Let's see. Cartoon. Favorite cartoon and the best cartoon.
Not cartoon character, cartoon.
Either one.
My favorite cartoon character is Daffy Duck.
Okay.
The greatest is probably Bugs Bunny. But cartoon. Nah, it probably is like the Bugs Bunny cartoons. If I leave that world, Challenge of the Super Friends was incredible, and GI Joe. Oh, GI Joe. No, GI Joe. GI Joe is it. GI Joe is yeah, GI Joe is everything. So that's where I'm rolling.
I knew you was gonna say that. GI Joe. Yeah, man, for me, favorite is the Super Friends.
Yeah, Challenge of the Super Friends is great. Now, regular Super Friends is not great. Challenge of the Super Friends is 100%.
You know what, man? I love both of them. I guess because the Super Friends was the first thing that I got on, and then Challenge of the Super Friends came later. So it's a little bit more sentimental thing for me. And then I agree, man. The best ever is Bugs Bunny. I mean, like I'm not living without Bugs Bunny. Period.
Yeah, I think my Rushmore would be Bugs Bunny cartoons, the Warner Brother, the Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, the Scooby Doo, Where Are You, and then the fourth. No, just put G.I. Joe up there.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go to let's go to basketball.
All right. I like the way they dribble up and down the court.
Best basketball team, favorite basketball team.
This is NBA or college?
NBA, and we're talking. And if you can give like the specific year, so if you think the 2020 Lakers was the best team or your favorite team ever, like that.
Okay. My favorite. Let me see if my favorite is different than the best. I mean, it's hard to say that they're not the best, but I don't like them like that. Okay, so. Jeez. All right, so the best NBA team is probably because they won. So you gotta pick a winner as the. You know what?
You can't pick like 81 Jazz.
You know what? The greatest NBA team is the 94 Rockets because they would have beat the Bulls even if Jordan was playing.
This guy.
I will stand on that hill for the rest of my life.
You'll be up there by yourself. You and Kenny Smith.
That team would beat them. I wanted to say the Bulls because they won 70 million games and all of that stuff, but they never played that Rockets team.
Hey, man. They wouldn't have beat Black Jesus. Come on, man.
So now my favorite.
All right, who's your favorite?
Favorite is the 88 Lakers.
Okay. Man, that squad was loaded.
Because they won in 87 and said, nah, we're going to do it again next year, and then did it.
Yep.
Nah. Now, it's one thing because the Bulls had 2 3-peats, but they didn't say that they was going to do it. They was at the parade, and Pat Riley was like, yeah,
we're going to do it again. That's exactly what he said. And they damn sure did it. It's funny because like I said, I'm surprised at how many of these we have in common. I will say the best team is the 88 Lakers. Favorite team, hands down, is the 96 Bulls team. Hands down. This squad's so cold. But yeah, especially for those of you listening who are younger, go to your Google machine. Look at that roster from that 88 Lakers squad. Incredible.
Tell me this before you move on. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite? What do you think the best team roster to never win is?
It's interesting you say that because I think I got a podcast. I sent an email to myself to do a podcast on it. Best team to never win. Well, you can't really count the Warriors team because they won. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. So that doesn't count.
So that don't count. I don't know, man. That's a good question because I think everybody who didn't win eventually won. You know, some of the doper teams that, at least from what I can remember, even in the years that they didn't win, they came back and won a subsequent year. Damn, I might have. Nah, it can't be Utah. I don't know, man. That Blazers team from '92.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
That squad was cold as hell. I probably say Blazers. 92 Blazers.
I'm going with I want to say it was the 90. Oh, it wasn't 93. It was, I want to say 91, 92 Cleveland Cavs.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
That team was a beast. I think they won like 57 or 60 games. They had Rod Williams, Mark Price, Craig Elo, Larry Nance, Brad Daugherty.
Wasn't Harp on that team too?
Yeah. Danny Ferry, Terrell Brandon, John Battle. It was just that shot.
Yep, coached by Lenny Wilkins. Yeah,
it was just that shot. Because remember that big shot that Jordan did we had free throw line and Craig Elo went flying over. He had to make that shot. If he didn't make that shot, it was a wrap.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's what people forget. The Cavs scored right before that play happened. So, if Jordan doesn't score, the Bulls are going down. And lo and behold, man, right there. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that team. That team was loaded.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite rosters of all time. Oh, also shout outs to the six teams.
Oh, bruh. You took the words right out of my mouth. That Sonics team that lost to the Bulls in the finals with the Glove, Sean Kemp, Detlef Schrempf, Nate McMillan, man, they were loaded too. That was a dope squad.
And the last sidebar that I'm going to give, I think, that's a thing. As this is why we cannot debate with you young fucks about who's the greatest player of all time, because Jordan single-handedly is the reason why NBA legends, greatest players to ever play, never won.
Yeah.
He's the reason why Ewing never won. He's the reason why Drexler eventually got it, but Kemp,
Stockton
Peyton,
Malone.
Stockton Malone. You can keep going. Mark, all Neek.
Yeah, it's Hall of Famers that have retired, and he they had great runs and great careers, and he was in the way of their rings, and
Barkley pulled up like, nah, man. This is why we can't do that. He's the reason.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't. I much love and respect to LeBron, but I just can't, dog. It's just
and LeBron's not even number 2. Anyway, go ahead, man. Finish it. Finish the show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hijacking the show.
No. We'll stay on basketball. Point guard. Favorite, best.
Both answers is Magic Johnson.
Okay. Favorite, Bubba Chuck, Allen Iverson. Best, Magic Johnson. Shooting guard. Favorite versus best.
Best is
World
Jordan. What? Listen, even though a lot of my takes are controversial, they're always honest to me.
No, I just thought you was gonna say world be free. That's all.
I mean, he up there in the world,
right?
So greatest is Jordan. My favorite used to change a lot. Let's go with he was a dick rider. I don't really like him like that. Let's go with does when they moved Iverson to 2, does that count?
Yeah, because he played both.
All right, boom, Iverson.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, my Jordan for both for my favorite and best. This is where it gets a little spicy. Favorite small forward versus best small forward.
Okay, easy. I'm sorry. What do you want first?
Give me the best.
Best is Larry Bird.
Okay. I love it. Favorite.
Believe it or not, Glenn Big Dog Robinson.
That I did not expect.
That was my dog. No pun intended.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I expected a curveball with the shooting guard. I didn't expect it with a small. Okay. Favorite. Scottie Pippen. Favorite small forward.
I can't believe I know you are the second person I met in my entire life who actually likes Scottie.
I love Scottie.
Okay.
Now Scottie's been catching a few L's here lately, man, but I love Scottie, man. Best LeBron. Power forward. Who's your favorite power forward versus who's the best power forward?
The best power forward. All right.
Take your time.
I'm not taking time. The best. No, I'm the best is the one. I got a favorite everything, so the favorite is easy. The best. You know what? I'm gonna go Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Go Charles Barkley. Because he had no business playing power forward at like 6'4".
None.
So he caught wreck
every night.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. But my favorite, believe it or not, and only my close friends know.
Uh-oh.
My favorite power forward of all time is Derek Coleman.
Okay, man. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
That is my guy.
He's from the Qs. Come on, man. Yeah, DC's my dude. I'm not mad at that at all. Let's see. Favorite would be Barkley. Best, I got to go Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan isn't a power forward. He's a center.
He's a power forward.
He's a center.
Centers. Best versus favorite.
Best is, well, I'm gonna do this. Best that I've seen play.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Because I would love to give Wilton Russell they just do, but I didn't really fuck with them. So best is Olajuwon. Favorite is Shaq.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that at all.
And the only reason why I went that way is because Olajuwon is the only one that would give Shaq fits. Otherwise, Shaq is the greatest. He's the most unstoppable player I've ever seen play basketball.
Right.
If Shaq in his prime, you could do zero with him. It didn't matter who you are, where you came from, what your pedigree is. Prime Shaq was a problem.
Right.
Until he played Olajuwon.
Yeah, man. My favorite, I gotta go with Big Shaq. And the best, much like you, man, I gotta go with I saw Kareem, but I saw Kareem on the downside of his career. So while I acknowledge his greatness and, you could arguably put him at the number one player as far as of all time, my memories of Kareem, like I said, I started watching basketball in 1980. So my memories of Kareem was, a guy who was still consistent, but he wasn't the Kareem that, people know and love. So I got to go, man. Best, I probably go with the best that I've seen was Dream, Hakeem Olajuwon.
I'm stealing my answers.
Nah, man. I mean, come on, man. Dream Shaq. I mean, like you said, Shaq is a close second, and I only put Shaq as a close second because he just did not fare well against Olajuwon. But yeah, man, that's dope. You know what? Let's go back to hip hop.
Hip hop.
All right. Favorite rap duo versus best rap duo. And what I mean by duo is
what is your definition of duo?
The definition of duo is that you have to have two people in the group. No more. And then after that, we'll come back and do a group, and grouping that you have three people or more in the group.
Okay, now you must mean prominent people, because this is what I'm saying. My definition of duo has always been rapper and DJ.
No, I'm
Other
talking.
people say two rappers in the group, but so it's like a difference between. Tell me this: is Outkast a duo?
Yes, Outkast is a duo. Nice
Great.
And Smooth is a duo.
Great. Is EPMD a duo?
Yes, they are.
See, that seems all right. Okay. All right. So to answer your question, then, the greatest duo of all time, under your rules.
My rules.
No, I'm going to explain after I tell you.
Okay.
Is Run DMC.
Okay.
My favorite is EPMD. Now, but I consider them groups because I know who Jam Master Jay is and DJ Scratch or Caleb. But I know they're in the group,
right?
So I don't count them as duos because.
Well, I wouldn't count Run DMC as a duo. But I wouldn't count.
But how would you not if you count EPMD as a duo?
Because I don't count Caleb Boss.
See,
Caleb Boss ain't on the cover, but Run DMC Jay is on the cover with him. So
he's on some covers. Nah, when you just see the hats and the glasses, there's no third hat.
You know what, man? I'm gonna let you.
He's not on the Raising Hell. He's not on the Raising Hell cover. I'm just saying. That's why I asked you what your definition was.
You know what? We can roll with that. We can roll with that. There's no wrong answers.
Yeah. Now, if you don't count Run DMC, I will say that the greatest duo is EPMD.
Okay. Gotcha.
and they will also be my favorite. So I guess you wouldn't count De La Soul as a duo.
No, I count them as because it's three members.
You don't count Tribe Called Quest as a duo.
No, it's three members.
But there's not. Okay, all right, got it.
I mean, well, four if you count Jerobi.
Run DMC. There's no J in there.
Well, I count Run
Eric
DMC
and Parrish making dollars.
in this
so
one. I count
understand.
Run DMC as a group because it's three members. As originally constructed, it was three members.
Okay, all right, just check it. Look, I'm just checking. Go ahead.
I knew this was gonna happen. Duo, favorite and best is for me is Outkast. Rap group. So there's three or more people. Favorite versus.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you. I apologize. Everyone listening, I apologize. This is what
you
I
guys
do.
see what he's trying to do here.
No, I'm just asking questions. People understand what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm.
What is Eric B and Rakim?
A duo.
All right, then Eric B and Rakim is the greatest duo of all time,
Okay.
and then my favorite is EPMD. And if you're telling me that Outkast is better than Eric B and Rakim, like what?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
It's my favorite.
You moved the group. The group. All right. You
Yeah.
said three or more members.
So group three or more members. Favorite versus the best.
All right. So then the best is Run DMC. Then, and then my favorite is since EPMD is a duo, my favorite rap group would be De La Soul.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Favorite would be Run DMC. Best would be Tribe Called Quest. So I'll do it like that.
Oh my God.
NFL team. So what's your favorite NFL team from a specific year? And what's the best team you think from a specific year?
Oh, okay. The best from a specific year. I guess. Oh no! Huh. Okay. We're gonna go with Jesus. This one's tough. The reason why this one's tough is because I really enjoyed a lot of teams. Okay. Let's say, damn, because they were fun to watch, but are they my favorite? All right. Okay. The greatest team. You would want to say such and such, but they went undefeated and they lost. So they kind of suck. Let's go with. All right. The greatest. All right. Boom. I got it. The greatest team is the. I can't say that. I can't go home if I say that. All right. Okay. All right.
I love it.
I can't go home if I say the 88 49ers. So we're gonna say the 1990. No, they barely won.
Oh yeah, that was the John Taylor at the end. Okay. So
we're gonna go with the 90 49ers when they beat the stuffing out of the Broncos, 55-10. So we're gonna go with them. I can't go home if I say. But my favorite. My favorite.
The one with Icky on it.
My favorite. No, it's a toss-up between. I really like the 85 Bears. I really 85 Bears. But, see, my favorite. See, all right. So the Giants had like my favorite game of all time.
Damn right.
They had my favorite game, and I loved that team. They had Gary Reasons. Shout out to Gary Reasons.
Shout out to Gary Reasons.
Bruce Smith, Daryl Talley, Cornelius Bennett on the Bills, though, and they beat them. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna curveball this.
Okay.
I'm gonna curveball this. I'm gonna say, was it the 1997 Detroit Lions?
Ooh.
I think it was the 97 Detroit Lions. Because what happened in that season, if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, just think about this. Just think about, I know everyone loves the greatest show on turf and all of those teams, which is an excellent answer. But the 97 Lions, Scott Mitchell was the quarterback. He threw for over 3,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Sanders at running back ran for over 2,000 yards. Then at wide receiver, they had Johnny Morton, who had over 1,000 yards. Herman Moore had over 1,000 yards. That team was ridiculous.
They really were.
They had 2,000-yard receivers, a 2,000-yard running back, a 3,000-yard, over 3,000-yard quarterback. That team, just to watch them, was ridiculous. So I'll go with that as a curveball, even though greatest show on turf, the other Giants team, and a couple of Bills teams, I'll understand. Now I'm done. Go ahead.
They'll understand. Yeah, the greatest team, man. I didn't see the 72 Dolphins, so they're out of the discussion. I probably go 85 Bears, man. That team. Other than that Monday night loss to the Dolphins, which Monroe just carved them up. I remember watching that game. Other than that, man, they were unreal. Mm-hmm. Favorite team, obviously, as a Giants fan, the 86 Giants, Super Bowl 21. Giants go in and smoke the Denver Broncos 39-20. So, yeah, favorite team is 86 Giants.
Well, what's your favorite team now?
The Giants.
I thought your favorite team was the Falcons.
No, man, I'm off that narcotic, man. I'm off that narcotic. You can't root Falcons, man. Falcons is no.
Listen,
you would have a heart attack rooting for the Falcons.
I'm sorry for derailing your show again, and I just want everyone to listen. Everyone listening, listen. You might not have met Kyle in real life. You might have only seen the pictures that he show whenever he shows pictures. He never shows. He only shows from like the shoulders up.
But I'm 7'2".
But like how Tupac had Thug Life and Nas has Godson, Kyle has Matty Ice across his belly tattooed. And so this is why I was wondering why he's not a Falcons fan. But go ahead, I'm finished.
I had to get off that narcotic, man. I smartened up, Nas. I had to get off the narcotic. Okay. Before we get out of here, let's do a little. We skipped R&B, so let's do some R&B.
We got R&B, you got movies, you got candy, ice cream.
We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Man, what is going on? We got to break this up into 5 shows.
Favorite versus best. Male R&B singer.
Okay, that was easy.
Favorite versus best.
All right. The best is probably well he did R&B, so I'm gonna say Prince. And then my favorite is Bobby Brown. I mean, come on, man. King of R&B.
Of course. I'll say the favorite is. Man, that's tough. I'm gonna say favorite is Stevie Wonder, and the best is Prince, hands down.
My favorite is Stevie Wonder. Ew.
I love Stevie. Female R&B singer. Versus best.
So, best would be. Ew, I don't like her though. I'm not picking her. She's not the best in. Best is. Let's say the best is Patti LaBelle.
He said, "Let's say the best."
I say the best is Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
And my favorite is Janet Jackson.
Damita Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The best is Whitney.
She's
Don't you dare slander that deceased woman on this podcast. Favorite Jill Scott, hands down. Jilly from Philly.
Jill Scott's not even an R&B singer.
Come on, man.
She's a male soul singer.
Male group. Favorite versus best.
R&B.
There's only one answer.
The best is. R&B. Let's see. You got After 7. You got Intro. Intros out there.
Silk.
Intros.
Can't forget about
Silk.
Silk.
No, you can't forget about Silk. Another Bad Creation. They dropped some shit for you. So we're going to go with New Edition.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite is Guy.
Teddy Jam for me.
Yeah.
I'm going in New Edition for both, man. I got to go NE. With no disrespect to the Isley Brothers and the Four Tops and.
Well, those aren't R&B groups. Those are soul groups.
Well, I'm not breaking it down like that, but you get my point. Even a group like the Isley Brothers, they're Commodores and all them cats.
That is a funk group.
Yeah. So but yeah, I'm going New Edition for both. Let's see, female group.
Favorite and greatest is the same for me, and that is Sisters with Voices.
I got favorite Sisters with Voices and best In Vogue. Yeah, I'm rolling with In Vogue. Let's see. A couple more before we get out of here.
Let's go.
Cities. Favorite city. What city do you think is the best city?
Probably New York. Probably this. I'll probably give them both the same.
Okay.
Because as much as I like, Miami and I really like Vegas, but I go New York.
Okay. I gotta go. Favorite, hands down, is New York. Love New York City. Best, man, hometown, Atlanta. Gotta go with Atlanta, man. Love it.
Your hometown is in South Carolina.
This is my new hometown. I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere else.
People, he is a Falcons fan, and his hometown is South Carolina.
No.
I don't know who this guy is.
The people know who I am, where I'm from. I am from Florence, South Carolina, but Atlanta's my home now. I've been here longer than I've been anywhere else. This is where I pay taxes. Way too many taxes, if you ask me. Actor. Favorite actor versus best actor.
I wonder who the best actor is. Best actor will probably have to
be...
the
guy we did the podcast on. The Draft.
I don't know if he's the best actor. Best actor is probably Pacino. My favorite actor, believe it or not, outside of Bobby Brown, when he was in Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Outside of that, excellent role.
Yeah, he played that role.
Killed it.
I wonder why he didn't win an Oscar.
Got to add that to the unanswered question.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But besides that, Bruce Willis.
Okay, wow, didn't expect that. Okay, not mad at that. Favorite, I'd probably go with Pacino as well. Best, Denzel. Yeah, Pacino and Denzel. I mean, shit, you could damn near flip flop it. Actress, favorite versus best.
Best probably be best would probably be somebody like Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Somebody like that. I'm not giving it to Meryl Streep like you people. She hasn't done anything I care about.
Shame on you.
Favorite besides Janet Jackson and Poetic Justice and Why Did I Get Married?
She was awful.
How dare you, you fuck. So besides her,
oh man,
who I don't know why her and Bobby Brown just didn't do a movie together.
Right. I mean,
they should have.
They were
Love
lovers
Jones.
at one point, from what
they should have did Love Jones.
From what we heard allegedly.
Well, she is the truth about the Roni.
That's what they're saying.
We gotta go with Halle Berry. Nobody I want more.
Oh wow, that's the best or favorite?
Favorite.
Okay. Whew. Best, I'm gonna go Angela Bassett.
What has she ever done?
And let's see, favorite. We can go. That's a toss up, man. Give me Nia Long, Cherry Thong. Yeah, I'm rolling. All right, last one. Department stores.
Well, okay. I would say Kith, but it's a
you knew you were
department.
Gonna say Kith. Well,
it's not a department store. It doesn't have departments.
Well, I can't afford Kith, so I don't know.
So, I guess I'll go with Macy's for the best. I like Bloomingdale too. We'll go Macy's the best because they give you a wide range of shit, and Bloomingdale's favorite, I guess.
Okay.
But my favorite brand is Kith.
Okay.
And Ralph Lauren, but they're not a department store either.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'd probably say favorite is Macy's. What's the best though? That's tough. I'll say Macy's for both. I'll say Macy's because I'm in Macy's a lot.
Look at you.
Too much. I mean, I shop for other people. I don't buy anything for myself. I ain't got no money. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, that was dope, man. You did a great job.
Hey, 12 Cal. What is your favorite comedian?
Favorite comedian would be Edward Murphy.
And who's the best?
The best comedian would be, God, man, that's tough. The best would be Richard Pryor.
Eddie Murphy for both. Kyle, what would be your favorite R&B album?
Oh, Lord, here you go.
By a male.
I mean, Johnny Gill's right up there. Favorite R&B, not Neo Soul.
Did I say Neo Soul?
I don't. Neo Soul and R&B is. I mean, some people intertwine them. Let's see, R&B album. That's tough. I would probably say
Songs in the Key of Life because you like Stevie Wonder so damn bad.
nah, not Songs in the Key of Life. Yeah, Songs in the Key of Life. What the hell?
Is that also the best one?
No. The best.
Was it the Woman in Red soundtrack?
Nah, the best.
The Jungle Fever soundtrack.
I probably say No, I wouldn't do Marvin.
Go Off the Wall. How about that?
Ooh.
Even
No. I'm going Purple Rain. That's my joint. That's my joint.
Don't Be Cruel for Me.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Hands down.
Yeah, what do you want?
I mean, that's close, man. That's close.
No, it's not close. That's what it is.
I'm saying it's close for me.
It should have been in. What?
No, not in, but it's close.
What about female R&B album?
Female R&B album. My Life by the Queen. Mary Jane Blige.
Not the Miseducation.
Nah. Well, shout out to El Boogie though, but nah. And I mean, of course, because that's not a hip hop album.
I didn't say I
just want for the people to know it's not a hip hop album.
What about the Rapture by Anita Baker?
Excuse me?
You're not a fan of Rapture by Anita Baker?
I am.
Wow.
I love it. My mom's a big Anita Baker fan. I just it's not something that I'm gonna bump in the whip.
Listen to you. Jesus Christ.
I love Anita Baker.
Before you get me out of here, favorite and best ice cream flavor?
Ooh. Son. Favorite is strawberry. The best butter pecan to me. I'd crush butter pecan any day of the week. What about you?
Best is vanilla. Favorite butter pecan.
Didn't think we'd have those together. Okay.
And lastly, cookie.
Favorite is white macadamia. Best oatmeal raisin.
Okay.
What about you?
Oh, the best is clearly chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand chocolate.
That's because you're racist. And favorite is either chocolate chip pecan or white chocolate macadamia nut.
Ooh, yes. Can't go wrong.
All right, I'm done hijacking your show. You can wrap it up now.
No, it's all good. Hey, before we get out of here, man, tell people where they can catch you at, man.
She can catch me at the Hot with Foxy Brown. On Twitter, Eclectic Podcast, Encyclopedia Hip Hop Podcast on Instagram, Tweet Rhymes Live Twitter. One gotta go on Twitter. Eclectic Podcast on Instagram. Look, just go into your podcast machines and put in Eclectic Discussion Podcast with a K. You'll get me. Put in Encyclopedia Hip Hop Podcast. You'll get me. And then once you start listening, it's a wrap after that.
There it is. Well, you guys know where you can find me right here on the 12 Kyle podcast. The podcast is everywhere. Wherever you download podcasts for free. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast, because what I'm doing a little bit different this year is that I will be dropping bonus episodes. So if you don't subscribe, you have no way of knowing that the bonus episode came out. So make sure that you subscribe to the podcast. That's going to do it for us. So for my man E, I'm your boy 12 Kyle. We'll catch you guys next time. 5,000.
Rah.